Hello everyone, and welcome to Historic Adventures. Today, we are exploring the enchanting Castle Coch, also known as the Red Castle. Hope you like the video. During the Norman invasion of Wales around 1081, the first castle on the site of Castle Coch likely arose. This fortification was part of a series of 8 strongholds designed to protect the newly conquered town of Cardiff and secure the strategic route along the Taff Gorge. Constructed as a raised earthwork motte, it spanned approximately 35 metres at its base and 25 metres at the top, bolstered by the natural defence of the steep surrounding slopes. Rhys Merrick, a historian from the 16th century, attributed the construction of the castle to the Welsh Lord Murig. However, no records substantiate this claim, and modern historians cast doubt on Merrick's account. The initial castle appears to have been abandoned after 1093, when the establishment of the Norman lordship of Glamorgan shifted the frontier's alignment. In 1267, Gilbert de Clare, the Lord of Glamorgan, seized the land surrounding the town of Senkenid from their native Welsh ruler. To secure his new territory, he constructed Caerphilly Castle and strategically reoccupied Castle Coch, situated between Cardiff and Caerphilly. A new stone castle emerged around the original motte, featuring a shell wall, a prominent circular tower, a gatehouse, and a square hall above an undercroft. As we enter the dungeon's dimly lit chamber, a chilling tableau unfolds before us. Restraints of various kinds are meticulously arranged upon the wooden table, while a solitary chain hangs ominously from the cold stone wall. It's a scene that evokes a profound sense of history and human suffering. In this confined space, one can't help but contemplate the countless souls who have languished within its confines over the years. Each shackle, each link in the chain, tells a story of captivity and endurance. As we venture into the depths of the cellar, we are immediately enveloped by a sense of timelessness. Here, amidst the cool stone walls and the faint echo of distant history, a captivating scene unfolds before us. Ancient barrels stand sentinel, their worn surfaces bearing testament to the passage of centuries. The northwest section of the walls was reinforced by a talus, and the sides of the motte were scarped to increase their steepness, resulting in a compact yet formidable fortress. Between 1268 and 1277, further enhancements were made, including the addition of 2 large towers, a turning bridge for the gatehouse, and increased fortifications for the northwest walls, solidifying Castle Coch's defensive capabilities. Upon Gilbert de Clare's death, the castle was inherited by his widow Joan. Around this period, it became known as Castrum Rubium, Latin for the Red Castle, likely named after the red sandstone used in its defences. In 1307, Gilbert's son, also named Gilbert, took ownership. However, his life was cut short at the Battle of Bannockburn in 1314, sparking a revolt among the native Welsh. In July 1314, Castle Coch was likely destroyed by the rebels and possibly slighted to render it unusable. It was never rebuilt and subsequently abandoned. Castle Coch fell into ruin, as described by the antiquarian John Leland around 1536, who noted it was all in ruin, no big thing but high. In 1792, artist Julius Caesar Ibbotson painted the castle, capturing its substantial remains and a prominent tower with a lime kiln operating nearby. During this period, stones from the castle might have been taken to supply the kilns. An early 19th century sketch by an unknown artist depicted the ruins surrounded by trees. A few years later, Robert Drain recommended the site as a picturesque picnic spot, noting its abundance of wild garlic. In 1760, the ruins came under the ownership of the Earls of Bute, when John Stuart, the 3rd Earl and later the 1st Marquess from 1794, married Lady Charlotte Windsor, inheriting her estates in South Wales. John's grandson, John Crichton Stuart, played a pivotal role in the development of Cardiff docks during the first half of the 19th century. While initially not highly profitable, the docks paved the way for the expansion of the coal industry in the South Wales valleys, ultimately bringing immense wealth to the Bute family. In 1827, the second Marquess of Bute conducted explorations for iron ore at Castell Coch and contemplated establishing an ironworks there, reflecting the family's interest in industrial ventures amidst their growing prosperity. As a child in 1848, the castle and family estates passed into the hands of the third Marquess of Bute, another John Cretan Stewart. Upon reaching adulthood, Bute's vast landed estates and industrial holdings catapulted him into the ranks of the world's wealthiest individuals. His interests spanned a wide array of fields, from archaeology and theology to linguistics and history. During the 19th century, Britain experienced a surge in fascination with medieval architecture. In 1850, the antiquarian George Clark undertook a survey of Castell Coch, marking the publication of the first significant scholarly work on the castle. Despite being shrouded in rubble, ivy, brushwood and weeds, with much of its keep destroyed and its gatehouse obscured by debris, Clark deemed the external walls reasonably intact. He advocated for the conservation of the castle, recommending that its ivy-clad stonework be preserved. In 1871, the Marquess of Bute enlisted his chief Cardiff engineer, John McConaughey, to undertake the excavation and clearance of the castle ruins. The resulting report on the investigations was prepared by William Burgess, an architect with a keen interest in medieval architecture, who had first met Bute in 1865. Their collaboration deepened when the Marquess engaged Burgess to undertake the redevelopment of Cardiff Castle in the late 1860s. Burgess's meticulously illustrated report, drawing heavily on Clark's earlier research, presented two options: to either preserve the existing ruins or to reconstruct the castle into a summer residence for occasional use. Upon receiving the report, Bute promptly commissioned Burgess to rebuild Castell Coch in a Gothic revival style, marking the beginning of an ambitious architectural endeavour. Ascending through the keep, one encounters the octagonal drawing room, spanning both the first and second floors. Its ceiling is upheld by vaulted stone ribs, fashioned after the architectural finesse of Viollet-le-Duc's masterpieces at Château de Coucy. A minstrel's gallery ingeniously divides the room into lower and upper halves, adding to its grandeur and functionality. The banqueting hall, measuring 6.1 by 9.1 metres, with an impressive 11-metre ceiling, dominates the entire first floor of the hall block. Burgess, with his persuasive arguments, convinced Bute and the antiquarian George Clark that the medieval hall would have been situated on this level. In his original design, access to the hall was envisioned through one of two equally winding routes, either through the well tower or circumnavigating the entire internal gallery, leading to entry via a passage adjacent to the drawing room. The furniture in Lady Bute's bedroom is also designed by Burgess and includes ornate pieces such as a gilded bed, intricately carved wardrobes, and chairs with elaborate upholstery. These pieces are often embellished with symbols and motifs that evoke medieval romance and chivalry. In comparison to other rooms within the castle, Lord Bute's bedroom, sited above the winch room, the bedroom contains an ornately carved fireplace. The furniture is mainly by Chapel and post-dates Burgess, although the washstand and dressing table are pared-down versions of two pieces, the Narcissus washstand and the Crocker dressing table that Burgess made for his own home in London, the Tower House. Lady Margaret Bute's bedroom, located above the kitchen in the kitchen tower of Castell Coch, features dainty cream-painted French-style furniture. The washstand, crafted by John Starling Chapel, a member of Burgess's team, was made specifically for this room in 1891. Located within the gatehouse and accessible from the drawing room lies the windlass room, also known as the winch room. Here resides a fully functional mechanism designed for the operation of the drawbridge and the portcullis, a testament to the castle's defensive prowess. Originally intended for the second floor by Burgess for historical accuracy, later alterations to the design prompted the relocation of Lord Bute's bedroom to that space. The kitchen is a fascinating part of this extraordinary Victorian fantasy castle. Designed by the renowned architect William Burgess, the kitchen is located in the kitchen tower. It showcases the ingenuity and style of the Victorian era, with its practical layout and intricate design elements that reflect the castle's opulent character. This bustling heart of the castle once served the Bute family, playing a crucial role in their daily life and grand entertainments. Thank you for joining us on this historic visit to Castell Coch. We hope you found this video informative. Don't forget to drop us a comment and give us a like and subscribe for more content. Our social links are in description. See you on the next one.